How would he have dealt with your pinkness?
My dad once said that word, like, ala, atistabaneles.
Really? Did he say to you?
To me, I cried.
Are you serious?
Like, my mother's best friends were two queens, gay queens, that's associated, like the second generation of homosexuals.
Right.
And they used to visit my mother every morning traditionally.
Okay.
And I grew up in a house where ipia, like coke, you know. Yes. If you want to get changed for school money,
yes.
carry.
Yes.
You have to go buy ipia so that it's totally change and then exchange. So, and that was fine. That was normal. Yeah, don't judge me. Yeah. So. There used to be these two queens that would walk in every morning traditionally, and we'd be washing ourselves in the kitchen, and then they used to call each other Makhabane with my mother. Like,
okay.
They would walk in and go Makhabane, and my mother would go Khabane. So Makhabane, like my dad once said to me, "Ooh, lo, matuzoba Makhabane." I cried. I said, "Ma."
Because you didn't want to be.
Yes, I was like, no, there's no way I could be Makhabane, but no, I was lying. I knew it.
Yeah?
I knew it.
You knew it.
But I hated the fact that it's that obvious.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I hated that.
But now you capitalize on it.
Yeah, it's me, guys. It's not like I woke up and bought a gay coat and decided, hey, I'm going to wear it forever. No, it's me.
But obviously you fought it. You had a daughter.
Yes.
You dated girls.
Yes. But, you know, the beauty about me, my life is, I have the most beautiful life in the world. Like, I wish I could, like, trade it in or, like, share it with you guys, because I know yours is not perfect. I will tell you why I say that. Because I've always lived in truth.
Okay.
I've always lived, I've never lied. When I met the mother of my daughter, I told her day one, she came up to me, but I've always been famous.
Right.
Like from age 8, 9, I started TV programs.
Sure.
So girls were crazy about me, and
sure.
you know, like they thought I was cute, and anything on TV is cute.
Right.
You know? So she came to me, and I told her, I like boys. And I was 19. I said, and already I was doing Sarafina and traveling the world, and so like I was beginning to be comfortable with who I am.
Sure.
And I told her, and she thought it was a way of pushing her away. And then she said, no, prove it to me or something. I said, okay, gay, let's do it. Then we did it. And it was the best decision of doing it because I had the most beautiful daughter. Yo, she's intelligent, respectful, she's wonderful.
Oh, good for you.
And give credit to your mother. She has done a fantastic job. Like, she's turning 16 next year, and girls at her age, the things they do.
Hey,
no, they're scary. And
I know.
She's still, I don't know if, but I know she's not putting up like a facade or pretending to be a kid. She's still a kid.
Right.
She is still a kid. Like, she would call me. She wants to go to ice skating. She wants me to come with her to ice skating, or to the amusement parks or whatever. She still wants to play. She's still a kid.
Right.
Like the other time, her mother umkhatha dreadlocks, wamfaka weave. Yo, she BBM'd me. She cried. She said, yo, I look like a drama queen. I've got makeup. Eyebrow pencil. I'm like, no, she's training you. You're gonna need that, babes.
Sure, at some point.
She says, I don't like this straight hair. I want my dreadlocks back. So for that, it tells you she still wants to be a kid.
Sure, sure.